Hello, everyone. It's me, Cheryl Love Survive. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. I really appreciate you being here. This is where I speak from my heart, mind, soul, and spirit. Just anything about love. This is what it's all about. This is my way of, my journey of healing and exploring and just learning about my life and about God and my purpose and what I'm here for, and to share, of course, my poetry, my spoken word, so to speak, right? And so I'm always practicing and sharing a message with you with that. Okay, so just bear with me on that. Sometimes I write it on paper, okay, and so sometimes you'll hear the little crumbling along with other things in the background. But what am I saying today? Today, it's always something about experience that I've learned also. So I think right now I've been in the stage of, where I am at in my mindset. Okay, mindset. I've been hearing this new phrase, emotional intelligence. A lot of people are saying that, and so when I hear it, emotional intelligence, and thinking about that, it's like, how am I feeling? Like, what are the thoughts on that? Okay, as far as like being able to look at how I'm feeling and pulling the pieces apart and being able to channel my energy and be able to do things and be able to listen to someone and listen to myself, listen to God, pray to God, and make sure I'm always in daily conversations with Him. That is what I get from that. Emotional intelligence is being able to work with that. And when the phrase of growth mindset was really a big thing that people were talking about. It's, the growth mindset. Okay, your mind and what are you looking at? Okay, what is it set in? And just thinking about the growth mindset, and just definitely being strong-minded, strong-willed, being lovely, loving, being in the wealthy mindset, the true, like, to God and knowing your purpose mindset, and understanding that it's about growth. A lot of things I just, was thinking about as I went through here. So just with now, as I think of where I am now, and just really, I'm on an emotional high today, right? And it's probably the best of a lot of days, right? And when I wake up, generally, just excited and happy about the day. And sometimes I go through it because, again, my mind takes me in different places. And sometimes it's because I go deep in thought about things, and regardless, I'm always working on that next level, right? But I need to tell you some things about how I'm adjusted and how I'm changing that, and maybe it can help you, because this is what it's all about, sharing some things on my journey with you. And as I go through this next phase, I would say now I'm on an emotional high. I just came back from New York, and my daughter just finished her residency, and she, received, it was a very nice ceremony, and it was beautiful to get there, to go there, to see things, and going to be in a different place, and to in my situation, just really traveling, and traveling from a different mindset, right? And that independence of traveling and going and knowing that, this has always been on my mind to continue to travel and doing that. And that's what I could say with that. In other aspects of the traveling and going and just conquering different things, or other things coming to light, or just kind of just learning, growing, and understanding myself, what I can about people, or just listening to my children, my adult children, at different levels, and the needs that everyone has, and in the world, just seeing people around us all just needing love, and just, just continuing to work on giving that love and sharing that love, and, sending those reminders as much as possible that, everything is going to be all right, as much as we can say that. And it's just having that spirit in ourselves, and knowing and trusting in God that he is basically just, he is everything. Okay. And that's who we are here for, to serve God and serve humanity. And so one of the things that I wanted to say about even New York with that, and just looking at my baby girl actually accomplishing this goal, it's a beautiful feeling that it's hard to explain. But I want to also say, like, going to so many things that you can look at situations. And I went through New York, and it was the subway, it was the walking and so forth, and I kind of had like a, like a just, it was maybe heat exhaustion, panic attack in between, because, where was everybody at, trying to figure out if we were like in the right area, just something new. And it was hot, I was dehydrated. But I knew at this, and this is something that, just me, and where I am now, and just getting through that, and drinking the water, and getting coconut water, and adjusting to all of it. I was in a different place, a different environment, and I was just seeing people. I was just seeing the different type of living. I was seeing people where I felt like almost that sometimes, like, okay, wait a minute, there's another street to go down, or we have to keep walking this place, and so forth, and just the traffic and the moving around, just seeing where I'm at, and being used to how I live. And it's just one of those things, just going out and focus on that. So I had to really, when I came home, I really had to get myself together. I had to rest. I had to just really just absorb, just what went on, just really focus on my health and so forth. And coming out of it and getting my strength back and so forth, what I realized is that, wow, I was so prepared for the trip, because before the trip, I had started to, walk every day, and exercise, and eating more fruit along with it. And I know with the balancing part, when you hear different people, and they say surround yourself with people who think like you and so forth. And sometimes when you're talking to somebody, it's like, oh, don't eat that. And, you end up eating more. But I can remember having a burger from a fast food restaurant. And because I had been eating so much every morning, like kiwi and watermelon and pineapples and so forth, it was kind of hard. It didn't taste the same. And so, I ended up buying hamburgers and making them myself. And it was just like the best burger I ever tasted. And, just the adjustment, when they say take, or anyone says take baby steps, or you'll start to do it and you start to change, you really do start to change and focus on yourself. And this has been over. It's continuous, it's lifelong. It's not like start and stop. It's just kind of like, I just keep going. I'm going to say because I can't tell you what to do and what works for you, but my daily like walking has turned into a slight jog, and the distance is getting a lot longer, and I'm very thankful for that. And then I've started, really going into dumbbells, right, and working with that. The funny thing is, and I'm not trying to promote anybody else, but just I had my TV on, and I just thought about back in the day when I was doing exercises to Taibo, and I was thinking about all the things that he did then. I just put on YouTube, and there it was, the exercise I used to do. So sometimes I'll just put it on the TV and let it just go, and I just think about, like, wow. And when I first started back at it, I couldn't even, like do some of the moves, but now it's like it's becoming second nature. And so I'm very happy about that. Lots of water, lemon water, green tea, and so forth. So when I do, go out and I have, something I like, or some food I like, and so forth, I am very mindful. But full circle, I'm just letting you know that me starting the change has helped me get through when I went to New York, and there was a change, and it was like, I'm like, wow, I did all this. I walked this far. You know, I knew how to breathe, and it just, and I had a good time. And it was all attributed to, like, because I started thinking like, wow, if I didn't start, it would have probably like been a lot, you know, worse or something like that, or I couldn't handle it. And I did handle it. And those are the things sometimes when you know, put forth little efforts, when I put forth little efforts every day, then, you know, it just, you see what it's all about. You see what it's for. So that was something that I learned when I started thinking about these things about mindset and what you're doing and what I'm doing. And it goes into like my daughter, and all of my children are doing well. They're successful, and you know, achieving milestones. And this milestone that my daughter achieved, it just, you know, it meant so much, because, you know, just being pregnant with her in college and not doing, me failing biology at the time, you know, I got through it, thank goodness, because I needed that to go through my next program. And just to see her, you know, have a goal from so long ago and accomplish it, and she is, you know, a pediatrician now. And it's just a beautiful thing to be able to witness as a mom. And it just, like, just keep plugging away, keep going. And I'm gonna read one of my poems, okay? It's, again, it just, you know, the whole keep going. I love to read that. Don't stop believing, stop expecting, stop letting your mind talk you down. Start thinking, always praising, your heart will keep you sound. Keep believing you're achieving, stop asking what God will do next. He's ordering your steps. Be patient, have faith. It's happening now. In the prayers you keep, in love you reach higher and higher, okay? And, you know, when I say higher and higher, to me, that is just the ultimate of just a state of mind, okay? And I was listening to another person on YouTube, and I'm gonna start, trust me, I'm gonna start writing down names, just to let you kind of understand, like, sometimes where I'm coming from and so forth. Because my prayer, of course, is to God, and there's reasons why you hear things from people and whatever. And when anybody comes into a discovery mode and share it, that's just another step for anybody, and it's so helpful. And I would just say, just the idea of the person speaking and saying where you're at, you know, going higher and higher, is just your own elevation, your own truth. And when I'm sharing my elevation and my own truth, I just feel like love is just meant to be shared with everyone. And wherever you're at, it might help somebody else. And that's just what I do. And thank you so much for listening to me. Thank you for coming to my channel. This is Cheryl Love Survive. Okay, enjoy.